you here? These leaders are very sick.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Catherine. This tragedy strikes the LAPD. The coronavirus has taken the life of an officer. He had been fighting for his life since May. There was live outside St. John's Hospital. Police are monitoring for the officer.
From this day forward, a new vision will govern our land. From this day forward, it's going to be America first. America first. And only America first. And I say, really, you know what I am? I'm a nationalist, okay? I'm a nationalist.
Sorry to keep you boys waiting. What's up, everybody? It's Outside the Overton. Your boy, Josh Vandernoord. Happy to be back with you guys. Tuesday afternoon. Zeb had to run to the bathroom real quick. Thought he could make it back before the intro ended, but he didn't. So here we are today. What's going on, guys? Been a minute. I think I hear Zeb now, but we got a couple things, couple irons in the pot. Couple things I'm excited to talk about with y'all today, and we got a good topic. I don't know if you've seen the Sam Hyde latest show with Ken O'Keefe, but it was good. I mean, Sam Hyde always produces quality stuff. Guests, not so much. But I'm excited to be back here. Dude, been a minute since I've been involved with just anything Nav. I mean, I missed the last two Groip reports. I mean, the first one was Atlas's fault. But... But the last one I had a thing come up, and Smelly Balls in chat. What's up? We love Smelly Balls. Pause. Resume. Happy to be with you guys today. You all right?
Dude? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I just had to pee.
Zeb, out of breath, Zeb. I've been catching your shows, and I'm really liking them. I like what I'm seeing. A lot of anti-Nickism, but you know, who could fault you? You know.
I don't anti-Nick that much, dude. Do I?
Maybe
I don't even talk about Nick that much anymore. He's so irrelevant. He's so irrelevant.
Yeah.
You set yourself up for that one. He has lost some viewership, which I mean I guess is to be expected. I don't know if it's natural or people are seeing somewhat of a switch up. I don't know. Maybe that's a topic for another day. We're not going to dive into the Nick stuff today. What we are going to dive into is, let me make Josh smaller.
I was going to say, I look enormous.
Still, am I big? Am I big? There you go.
What's up?
Better. All right, we'll go with that. Let's see. You already said hey to chat. Nick Fuentes is right about everything. So true, dude. So true. So true, dude.
Absolutely right. And Zoroastrianism is true.
Nick is trying to Fed jacket KB. Is he?
Who's KB?
I thought he was giving her a shout out the other day in Super Chat.
Who's KB?
The chick that chases down leftist crazies via the internet. Caitlin, is her name? Caitlin? Carlin?
Kyle Busch.
I don't want to say Bartiromo, but that's not it. Kyle Busch, KB. That's good. All right, so this hold on. Lord of the Ree. Josh, you can read that one.
I don't know why I was expecting a Ozempic Huckabee face, Josh. I will never do that stuff. I've actually been in the gym. Probably can't tell because I've been for like a week, but it's been good. It's been good. I'm missing it today to do this. So if I'm fat next week, it's your fault. But
while we're here, Ree, thank you for the
Kevin Bacon.
While we're here, Ree and Moto, since you're in your chat so much, go ahead and give me a shout out in her chat, and I would love to either go on or have her on the show. We could definitely get that ironed out. I need to do more collaborations. Still viewership, but maybe she gives me a little bit better understanding. Maybe she takes me and brings me on to Lord of the Ree and Markets and Moto's positioning on this.
Oh,
I don't even know what their positioning is, to be honest with you. It just I feel like there's some major miscommunication here.
Okay, I know who they're talking about now. I thought she was retarded.
Is that what Nick said?
No, I'm not actually sure what he said about her. I haven't finished last night's show. If it's anything new, I don't know. So
she like super chatted the other day, and he gave her a shout out or something. Anyway, all right, we'll move on. We're gonna do Sam Hyde. Dude, I need to do a blackface Sam Hyde type skit one day. I feel like that would pop off pretty good.
You know, it's funny, Zeb. You're gonna hate me for this, but so I was thinking, with this thing I've got going on the side, once that's up and running, hopefully I can quit my job. And then the whole point of that is so that I can work with you. Oh, hello.
There you go.
So that I can work with you guys, work on Nav more than I was before. And with that being said, I was thinking about once I have enough time to dedicate to my own channel, what should I do? And I wouldn't call it skit humor, but it's not skit humor. You remember?
Josh, I don't know if you noticed yet, but or Chad, I don't know if you noticed yet, but I put Josh in the jungle because he looks like he belongs there. Got another plant back there.
Obama gay. Total sidebar, but I had a friend who, he's an avid gamer. He plays Xbox daily, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But he would get kicked off every day because, he'd say the N-word, stuff like that, and he had usernames like Obama gay ape. And he had an Xbox account for each day of the week. That's how much he was getting kicked off Xbox.
That's pretty funny, actually. We're going to dive into this. I actually got it fixed while we were on the hiatus between live streams because the first live stream I couldn't pull up anything. Ken O'Keefe. Well, I don't know why I read James O'Keefe just then.
So I didn't know who this guy was until I watched this.
Well, we're about to find out.
You don't know who this is?
Nah.
I thought maybe you would.
We're gonna relatively. I feel like I've seen his face somewhere before.
He looks like a.
All right. Okay. Why can't I speed this thing up?
If you've seen the thumbnail, he looks like a Spanish widow with that hat.
Spanish widow?
Yeah. You see the hat that he's wearing in the thumbnail?
Josh coming out with those Drewski Chappelle skits.
We're going to be sacrificing chickens live on stream. We're going to be doing Jewish rituals live on stream.
But we're gonna be watching this. Apparently, he's a boomer that's Jew-pilled, that's too Jew-pilled, that went full boomer. The broken boomer, I think is what I name it.
Smelly Balls just said it in chat, where it's this thing with the boomers where this guy.
Oh, his name's Ken too. I was thinking your Ken,
different Ken.
I was thinking your
this
Ken
guy,
for some reason. Okay,
yeah. Where boomers just it's built into them that even if you JQ them, they are programmed to worship minorities. This is the problem with boomers. They're programmed to worship anything that isn't white. So this guy, he's a Marine. He gets JQ pilled in his younger years. And what does he do? Even though he's Christian, he flips and he worships Muslims. That's his whole thing now. I mean, it's not his whole thing. He's really like, but he is one of these like OG JQ guys that just makes it all look retarded. But we'll get into that a little bit here. I think. Oh shoot! I left my headphones in the bag.
I can do it through TV. It shouldn't be bad.
Okay.
Oh, is that a first super chatter? First super chat from
chat.
Mitchell Black. Maybe he just changed his name. I feel like I remember that somewhere.
Mitchell
Ken
Black.
O'Keefe is zesty as hell in this. Is he? Listen, dude, here's the thing, and I meant to talk about this today on my stream, but I completely forgot about it. Maybe I'll cover it another day. The face tattoo white guys that are like borderline wigger are all zesty for some reason. They're all like borderline gay. They're all like metrosexual to an extent. Like
Atlas, we're looking at
like
you.
I'm thinking about, does Atlas have face tattoos?
No.
Okay.
No, but he's a reformed wigger.
He's a reformed wigger. He's an orthodox reformed wigger. But he's not orthodox, is he? I know he's not.
No.
Catechist.
Yet.
That being said, Jelly Roll. That's what I was thinking. Dude, Jelly Roll, have you seen the leak video from Jelly Roll being an absolute degenerate?
No, is it recent?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All
Let me see if I can find this. I wanted to talk about this on my show, but I completely forgot about it. We'll come back to this. Jelly video. Ow. Obviously, I don't want to stupid. Also, his music is not good. He just got inducted into the Hall of Fame, the Carolina Opry Hall of Fame.
That's crazy. What did? Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna find it on YouTube. I mean, what was it? Like
This is it.
Oh, this is it.
Oh, let me slow it down. But like, this is the people that are at the top.
I'm gonna go grab the phone to my other phone. Nicole Arbor's exact words, you ever listen to y'all? Good caption. Good quote.
And you know who Jelly Roll is, right?
Yeah, he's like a
Christian grifter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like he was like a hip hop, and now he had a come to Jesus moment, and now he's all Christian and whatnot.
It was like country, like pop, like Post Malone. Then add him to the list.
Yeah.
How Jeffrey Epstein happened? With much work and help. Just like Jeffrey Epstein, Ryan Upchurch has Jelly Roll with his wife to handle his dirty work. Here's a video of Jelly Roll. This is on the internet, dog. It's at millions of views. You see
it's like a are you fucking
this is fucking went to big body. It's insane. We got
we're all
check.
blocked by bitch. It's like a charity event.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm filming, and Jelly was like, I don't give a Epstein?
Or she called you Epstein, but she called me Giselle. You did better than me. Jesus Christ.
Nigga, I have the worst look with girls. I'm not with them. But if they were jumping off the goddamn island and swimming somewhere else, yeah, probably.
But that's my spirit is to never.
Well, I'll say this. I'm glad
you should be coming together and opening up community centers and Ashland City together and taking pictures, cut ribbons. We're rich. Right. We love our city. Like this, we should have a. I'm glad this happened because we should be closer than we are anyway.
Oh, I'm glad. I am glad.
Pause it real quick. What? This is Jelly Roll Squad? Like, is he in the room? They're talking about him like he's not there.
Jelly Roll right here.
That's Jelly Roll? Okay.
Yeah, he's the one talking. He's a primary one talking. It gets bad real quick, apparently.
Conversation. I'm glad we both exchange words about how we feel. But bro, if I respect you enough to never, bro, I threatened to beat up my Bravo for you for saying you.
Is the beef side of this conversation over so we can get high and do like
the beef side is over. But what I'm saying is you can't really get mad at me for calling out.
No.
Taste of country.
I'm not mad at you at all. I was hurt that we didn't get to have a conversation before we did. I'm riding with you. Let's do a video about it tomorrow. I'll meet you up here as soon as I get out of my fucking session.
This is
But
honestly,
it's
this is
like,
what I was looking for.
let's just talk about it. And I know you're busy, don't want to talk to everybody. I don't want either, fool. Tell me.
No, I'm looking for the one where he goes like full-fledged. Jack, can somebody link that? Jelly Roll, is there Jelly Roll in the room with us? No, he's post Ozempic Jelly Roll, so there is no rolls on Mr. Jelly anymore.
Jelly sags.
I visibly cringed when Ken told Sam we should accept Muslim immigrants and refugees because of the GWAT. Oh boy, does it get bad?
Sounds
quick?
like everyone's seen it, but you.
Lady says, sounds like high school drama. It is very high school drama with these guys. I need the actual video that I'm looking for though. If not, I'll just make my point. Basically, I thought that was a pretty solid thumbnail. I'm not gonna be able to find it. Anyway, the point is that Jelly Roll is LARPing as a Christian, as many have been doing more so recently.
What I need right there, because
everybody knows the list. We can go down the list of the influencers that have been doing this. But he goes out and he starts saying all this crazy stuff about how his wife's a prostitute or used to be a prostitute, and goes down this and like how he still is or whatever. And he just goes off. I'll find, if somebody can find the video and link it to me. It just proves that the Christian grift, it's worth doing because the vast majority of them are gullible. And the vast majority of the ones that are gullible are nominal Christians in the first place. So, all right, we're going to get this thing. Apologies.
All right,
a little derailment.
Time for jokes. Hogwarts hat for black kids determines what gang they'll be in.
what's the difference between a pothole and a Puerto Rican? You'd swerve to avoid a pothole.
The cheating God stuff is mad funny. Putting their sins into chickens.
What are the real numbers? What really happened in World War II?
You run away and they protect you.
This is indisputable as well.
Sign off with the Talmud, baby.
And if you knock on my fucking door and threaten my family, whether you're a cop or whatever, you deserve to.
It's not happening.
How do you kill an Italian?
Yes.
Slam the toilet seat on his head when he's going to get a drink.
That's great.
From the break room of a disbanded think tank, recorded on a reel-to-reel machine in a mental institution gift shop, this is the Sam Hyde Show. Payload contents of tonight's show include memories recovered from inside a snow globe and a soldier who believes his bones are encrypted. And now, your host. He dreams in perfect Latin and screams in Vanta Black, Sam Hyde.
We're waiting for the titles to finish animating. Guys, tonight's guest is former U.S. Marine. No, it's not Jocko. You know how you know it's not Jocko? Because I'm not in jail yet. Former U.S. Marine turned outspoken peace activist known worldwide for his blunt, uncompromising criticism of pop music, of Western foreign policy. Who wrote pop music? Why would you do that in the thing? He's been a key figure in multiple high-profile humanitarian missions, including the Gaza Freedom Flotilla, and he's appeared on international outlets like BBC, RT, and Press TV, usually causing the host to sweat through their suit jacket. His activism spans decades from environmental work to anti-war advocacy, and whether you agree with him or not, he's one of the most fiery and fearless commentators on geopolitics today. Please welcome Ken O'Keefe, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah! Oh, yeah. Let's dig in. Dude. What was your childhood like? Why?
Oh, well, you know.
Don't answer.
These people, somebody said he was zesty. Was it?
You see what I was talking about, though, where I said he looks like a Spanish widow with that hat?
No, he does. The hat, dude, the hat, that's what I was about to comment on. It was like, anybody that wears a hat like that is like gay or like extremely eccentric, like completely messed up. I mean, you show me somebody that's wearing this hat, they're either like extremely old and they're R farming, or they're this guy.
I saw a guy once.
And that was the network. What flavor?
I was at a fine establishment known as Buffalo Wild Wings, and two dudes came in. They were clearly on a date together.
Yeah.
And one of them was wearing a full-blown like top hat and a monocle for their gay date at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Nice. Well, that's what it is. Either gay or like at best Metro.
Ice cream do you like? There's people dying right now. We could talk about ice cream for half an hour to get warmed up. Why not? Should we go into your personal history? You want to talk about the Marines and whatnot?
That is sort of the red pill moment for me because I never had any intention of joining the military. I really didn't. But I remember Blockbuster.
Dude's got to be late 50s. When did he join the military?
He says here it was like late 80s. He got in at like 88, 89 and out at 92. He's old.
So he missed everything. He got out before Desert Shield, Desert Storm. He was too late for...
I thought Desert Shield was 80s.
I feel like it was early 90s. Maybe it was late 80s.
I wasn't there.
Desert Shield. 90. August of 90.
Oh, okay.
Storm.
He's like
yeah.
He's like JD Vance.
Yeah.
Fake Marine.
Remember that?
Yeah.
He used to go down to the Blockbuster and, get the latest releases and whatnot. And I had wanted to see the movie, but I hadn't. And it came out in video a couple of years after it was released in theater, but Full Metal Jacket.
I can't tell
I
if
had
that's a
zero
tattoo on his
intention
hand.
of joining the military. My dad was in the Navy and so on. And I had a job as a waiter in a French restaurant. I moved out of my mom's place. I was living a great life. But I sat there and I started watching Full Metal Jacket.
Bro, you would think a Metro Zesty would be able to dress a little bit better. I mean, bro's got a navy jacket, a green vest, a black shirt, a black hat with a red brim, ankle high black boots, and what's that, like burgundy pants? It's like brown pants. It's like what a clash, looking like Jordan Peterson over here.
It's like a documentary.
On the Benzo.
Yeah.
Like they filmed that at Paris
all these
Island.
boomers dress like Batman villains. Like
They do, dude.
So he's like, I don't know, Joker with all the colors.
The Riddler. We got the Riddler over here.
Scarecrow.
My brother Marcus over there, he went to boot camp, and I went to MCRD in San Diego. But they actually put those actors through a mini boot camp, literally. Like you can't teach an actor how to march in unison and do formations and da-da-da-da. So anyway, that's how authentic that movie is. I was watching the movie, and like in the first 5 minutes, I was like, yeah.
Side note to also Full Metal Jacket, the actor that was supposed to play the drill instructor in the movie wasn't doing a good enough job, and I can't remember. It was one of the staff. He might have been like a janitor or something. Was like, no, that's not how you do it, because he was a former Marine, and he started doing it. And they were like, well, congratulations, the main guy,
that famous drill sergeant,
yeah, from Full Metal Jacket, was just some rando.
I heard he was a drill sergeant before.
Well, he was, but he wasn't supposed to be in the movie. He was like, that's not how you do it. Let me show you.
That's pretty cool.
I still think he was weak in the movie compared to some of the boot camp stuff, though.
I need right there because
yeah, we weren't supposed to, but it's like, what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
But we got hit by some gorilla-looking motherfucker, dude. This dude was like, he was like 5'10". He wasn't like tall. But dude was like thick,
built like
black,
this.
thick black dude. Yeah. He picked up a couple of guys.
Did he punch you with his hands or his feet?
No, it wasn't really punching. I mean, it was quasi excusable hitting. But yeah.
Admired, strong men and whatnot. And, back in that day, and the Marine Corps commercials were really good, honor, integrity, even using like the Knights of Arthur, at the round table, like taking the oath and the few, the proud.
That's badass.
It worked.
I remember that era of old-fashioned Marines advertising on TV with like the sword. Was there a sword?
Yeah.
And some shining text?
I decided like that. And I told my mate who I was watching it with, I'm like, dude, I'm going to sign up. He didn't believe me.
Was your experience like this?
In a way. Yeah, there it is. That's it right there, honestly.
Was this what the being in the Marines was like?
Well, that's an officer, so we have to make a distinction between the officers and the enlisted guys. I was enlisted. It affected me. It did. It definitely did. And I didn't sign up for the Navy. I did not sign up for the Air Force. I did not sign up for the Army. I didn't even just sign up for the Marines. I'm not doing this to get some job after I get out. No, I'm doing this to be a man. And at that time, while I wasn't the most blindingly stupid false patriot idiot, I did see my nation as the greatest. Plus, my daddy didn't love me properly, right? My dad was an abusive father.
Nice.
Yeah, it worked out really well. I love him. God bless you, Dad. But he motivated me, right? Like, I will impress you, Dad. And he did. He was proud of me for about 5 minutes until I became a machine gunner, which is a really heavy responsibility in an infantry unit. Carried the M249 SAW. And everything was going good, and I was earning my position. I made it up to E3, Lance Corporal.
What era is this, Ken?
So I joined in 1989.
Okay.
And I got out in 92. and I went to the first Gulf War. But I remember when I went through boot camp and I took that oath, I remember feeling at that time like, this is serious, man. I mean, we're invoking God here, and this is an oath to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States, to fight all enemies, foreign and domestic. I took that deadly serious, and I remember the oath having an impact on me. But one of the things they say all too ironically about the Germans, right? Just following orders. If you actually listen to the oath is you state your name, I, so-and-so, swear to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States, to fight all enemies, foreign and domestic, to bear true faith and allegiance to the same, to follow the orders of the President of the United States and the officers appointed over me, according to the Uniform Code of Military Justice, so help me God. Now, within the oath, you have the Uniform Code, which is referred to, and within the Uniform Code, you have articles that make clear if you're given an unlawful order, your duty is to refuse the order. And if, to give an example of an unlawful order, say you have POWs, they've been disarmed, they're not a threat, and your commanding officer says, shoot him. That's a war crime. Now, if your officer in charge ordered you to execute a prisoner, that's an unlawful order.
You watched this already?
Mm-hmm.
Can we skip through some of this?
Yeah, he basically just talks about how he fell for the propaganda, became a Marine. I don't even
Welcome
remember
to the club, dude.
I don't even remember. Like, I think he just left. Like, I don't think he did anything. You know what I mean? And
All right,
and
we'll
then
skip a little bit.
Got JQ pilled.
He got all
The
they
Boondock
brought in-
Saints? Why do we not like Hexeth here? What's wrong with him? He's in Fight Club right there. Look at him. He's fucking awesome. This guy's badass.
Templar.
He's like Chet Hanks, kind of. What's wrong with him? What did he do bad?
He's pumping steroids too.
Pete Hexeth got caught using fake weights the other day. Maybe it was yesterday.
Yeah.
He was bench
Makes two of
pressing
us.
3 plates on each side to claim it was 315, but it wasn't. Dude didn't move in 315 like that.
that shit.
That's weird. That's not. We all are.
We got the unlawful order, and I'm the guy that was like, no, I didn't sign up to just follow orders. That's all too ironically what they say about the German Nazis, right? I refused the order. I reported my command, and I went from being the best Marine, literally, perfect PFD test, rifle, expert, third award, you name it. I was top game. But the moment I did that, and then I owned up to it, I said I was the guy that did it. My command did similarly to Private Pyle. Remember, Private Pyle was fucking up left, right, and center. Gunnery Sergeant Hartman, his drill instructor, was hammering him, which a lot of people misinterpret like, oh, that's going a bit too far. No, it's not. You're preparing.
All right, this dude's full of shit already. This is something like
to go off to
like
a bloody
older
war.
Marines do. They like hinge everything on their past, on the time they spend in the Marine Corps. And I'm not saying he didn't do anything, but like when you're listing off things and it's picked up corporal, and you're bragging about like your rifle badges, that's not it, dude.
So yeah, that's one of
But
those
it's going
things
to be
where
horrendous.
You wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know what sure that, you know, Lance
have my
Corporal,
uniform in here.
Lieutenant, Gooba, Dinga, Lance, you know, I got a sword.
Yeah, I mean, if you're bragging
sure.
about if you're using like a high shooter, or if you're like using an expert rifle badge, like that's like baseline. If you don't get that, you're a shitbag. If you do get it, it's like that's expected. Okay, you can hit a target. Let me see.
And
what
then I
exactly
owned up
he said.
to it. I said I was the guy that did it. My command did similarly to Private Pyle. Remember, Private Pyle was fucking up left, right, and center. Gunnery Sergeant Hartman, his drill instructor, was hammering him, which a lot of people misinterpret like, oh, that's going a bit too far. No, it's not. You're preparing people in Vietnam to go off to a bloody war that is going to be horrendous. And if you are not up to high standards, you will crumble. You will crumble at the moment of truth when you're dealing with your life on the line. You'll be the guy that will run and leave your man behind. You're the guy who is not the people that I look up to. The people I look up to.
Maybe I should do it more. Maybe I should just embellish the fuck out of everything. It's like, this is something I ran into in the Marine Corps all the time. It's like, everybody would hype up boot camp. Boot camp was like the hardest thing that ever existed. And it's like, it really wasn't. Like the worst thing about boot camp was not being able to communicate with anyone outside for 3 months. Like that was the worst thing about boot camp. Like the physical aspect was nothing. Being yelled at was meh. It wasn't anything, you know, crazy. The problem is a lot of these guys go in there and they've never played football. They've never been yelled at. They're not in physical good shape at all whatsoever. And so no shit, it's hard. And then the same thing. That's when you get the SOI, it's going to be bad. And the SOI was like, when you get to the fleet, it's going to be bad. And it's like nothing was ever like that bad. Everything was always hyped up. The only two things that weren't really hyped up for me in the Marine Corps was obviously Scout Sniper School, and then also DM School. DM School was I would say almost as hard as Scout Sniper School. The reason DM school was so hard is we had classes.
What is that?
Designated Marksman School. We did that for Fast Company and a couple of other things. Other people went through the school. It's like a extremely condensed baseline, like sniper-esque school. But anyway, we would do classes, and what made this so bad, like we would do classes and we would like get finished with a class and go run like 2 miles. All right, get your shit, get up, go run, and come back and do like another 30-minute to 45-minute class, and then go run again, and then come back and do it again, and come back and do it. We were running 20-something miles a day at one point, dude. It was miserable. And then you had to take tests and pass tests too.
Would you take a class and then take a quiz at the end, or like it like how long did this class last?
Well, it was the course 9 weeks.
Okay. You're doing that every day? Weekends?
Well, we did it during classes. I think classes were like 2 weeks or something like that, on and off for like 2 or 3 weeks. Then you had the physical stuff on top of it, which was pretty rough too. But yeah, just talking about like hyped up things. Everything in the Marine Corps is hyped up.
Not the people saying, charge. No, they're the ones saying, follow me. That's the leader by example, ready to take the bullet first. That makes the military force stronger. And this is part of what I love about Adolf. I mean, the guy was an infantryman. I have 70 things in common with this guy. And it was only through my studies that I saw it. He was an infantryman.
Sam's face, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. That's hilarious, dude. Marcus said, how much gear did you have to carry while running? Well, we had to carry guns. You always carried gun in your right hand. And then whatever was in your pack, probably something like 30, 35 pounds. That was just a daily thing. We were tested on 55 pounds dry, meaning not including water plus weapon system, for 20K, which is about 12 miles. That was miserable. That's a 3 mile plus run.
Did you see
a 3 hour plus run? Sorry.
Did you see Sam Hyde's interview with Jesse Lee Peterson?
I watched a little bit of it.
That is a rough.
It was a struggle. It was a struggle to get through.
It was bad.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. It was because of Jesse. Because Jesse, it was like Jesse thought he was debating a liberal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he was doing his typical thing.
No, it was a struggle to
it was
watch
awful.
a little bit of.
And I like Jesse, but it was like, what do you mean? What that mean?
Well, it's like, it was like Jesse wasn't understanding anything Sam was saying.
Forgive your mama.
Run and leave your man behind. You're the guy who is not the people that I look up to. The people I look up to are not the people who say, charge. No, they're the ones saying, follow me. That's the leader by example, ready to take the bullet first. That makes the military force stronger. And this is part of what I love about Adolf. I mean, the guy was an infantryman. I have 70 things in common with this guy. And it was only through my studies that I saw it. He was an infantryman. He was exposed to chemical weapons. He was also had an abusive father. He had a loving mother. He was a Catholic, But he was a warrior. He's been in a war.
Yeah.
How many of these pencil pushing,
so full of,
this
guy's so full of shit, dude. I don't know why Sam didn't say something.
Chicken hawk bastards send us off to wars. And one of the interviews I did many years ago, I had one of these guys, Washington mouthpieces, and he was talking about how we need to go into Syria, a la Iraq, to protect the people and all that. And I said to him, you are going to send...
Oh, right now, dude? Oh, no. Oh, no, Mitchell. Zeb running a mile right now might be an actual struggle, to be honest with you. I could get through it. I could run like an 8-minute mile right now, probably.
8-minute mile?
8.5 minute mile. I could probably run an 8.5 minute mile.
Simping for the
I have been working out and jogging a little bit more last couple of weeks. So we're going down. Maybe, I don't know. We might be going up. Who knows?
More Americans off to die in more Israeli wars. I want you to send your kids, since you're supporting this. You send your kids and your grandkids off to that war.
Chris, I can juggle 2 things now. Did you know that?
Did you see his sports drink ad? I thought it was pretty good, dude.
Was it? I probably have. I just don't remember it.
The only glorious war would be one truly defending your nation and your family and your children and your wives and, you know, all of that, your national integrity. But what war have we fought in the last century that has been a defensive war? Not a single one. They're all offensive wars. And in more recent history, the first war that I was in, that was the first step of the Greater Israel Project. Why did we attack Iraq? Did they actually pose a threat against? No. But that's the number one link in the chain of Greater Israel. Iraq was target number one. Milikowski/Netanyahu said this himself.
Who's Milikowski?
Fake Jew from Poland who claims he has some sort of Semitic connection.
When you said fake Jew, why'd you point at Valentine?
You know how gay people have gaydar? I got Judar, man. I can spot that shit. By the time I got out of the Marine Corps, I was like, okay, Ken, you were wrong about the Marine Corps. What else are you wrong about? And that's where I got out of the Marine Corps and committed to two things. One, I will never give up my freedom again for anybody. Two, truth became God to me. The truth is that you got fooled, motherfucker. You were a mercenary for the banksters. I
want to be specific. It's not the Marine Corps. It's the country as a whole.
So real quick, I know I'm not in like company as you. A lot of people here aren't fans of Nick, but did you ever see? It was years ago.
Probably.
He had this is back when you watched him, most likely, a debate with a guy called Patrick Little. Do you remember this?
It sounds familiar.
So Patrick Little, he was trying to run for governor of California or like a Senate seat in California.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like he was like this guy, but even more hardcore, where he was a former Marine, got out, he was saying all the same stuff, but he was total like, not we're gonna K-word the Jews, but you know, he was like full blown, his campaign was like just JQ pilled.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like this guy. I thought maybe we could react to that one day. That was really funny. But
why was he debating Nick? Because Nick thought he was too far?
Yeah, because Nick was like you lost because you weren't being optical. This was back during the optics wars. I don't know if you remember that whole stuff.
Yeah, I remember that. Patrick Little for Senate.
Yeah.
Maybe Patrick Little will run again.
Cannon fodder. You're one of the suicide victims, 22 a day and so forth. That's what you are. And you got used and abused. You were a fucking idiot, Ken. I don't like being an idiot. So I came out of the Marine Corps with a total dedication to truth, and I studied voraciously. And I read a multitude of books. And the further I got into it, I was like, dude, every single thing we've been told is bullshit. I'm a historian. I study history. I study philosophy. I study spirituality. And I test my theories, and I put myself in dangerous positions, and I don't have fear. And I only serve.
This guy's a genius. What a wizard, dog. What's the most interesting man in the world? I don't always feel bullshit out of my mouth, but when I do, it's the best bullshit.
I always test my theories. Integrity is my God.
Master, and it's God, and he's going to judge me perfectly. He knows every single thing I've ever done. He knows my subconscious. He knows everything perfectly. He's my judge. He's the only one I submit to and answer to. Everybody else can go fuck themselves, quite frankly, especially if they want to intimidate me. So when I got out of the Marine Corps, it just was my red pill. And it set me on a course in the man you see today as a result of that. So I'm eternally grateful to the Marines. And I love the Marines. I don't hate the Marines. I love America. I know that what I'm doing is patriotic. And if we had more men who stood up and did the right thing, our country would not be in this shit show with rampant pedophilia, millions of missing children, Joe Biden touching kids, Donald Trump trying to cover for Epstein, pedophiles everywhere, millions of children missing. We as men are abject failures. I've been saying it, I'll keep repeating it. We as men have failed badly. We have not honored our most sacred duty to protect our children, to protect our women, to root out the enemies inside the gate, to stand up and do what men do. Don't back down. Don't submit to anybody but God. And even then, we have all the infiltration and subversion of so-called religion and whatnot. But for me, it was the greatest blessing ever. So I'm not bitter about it. I love the Marines. I really do. We were ready to do it.
I was laughing at Rowan's comment.
Did he get a bowl of soup with that hat? Yeah, just a little bit. It's okay if you got a little bit of gay in your soup. Somebody mentioned something about it seems rehearsed, his hand movements, so much. Yeah, dude. This guy not only is he full of shit, but he's been practicing the shit fooling for a little while here.
Actual war to defend the homeland with real command and whatnot. I go back to boot camp today.
We should do one of those Andy Elliott courses.
Go back to boot camp today. Dude, these people get old quick, especially when you're around them all the time.
Yeah.
You and me, let's go do that.
Let's do it, man. That would be fun.
Get one of these guys screaming in our faces. Getting the hose.
Oh,
One of the things that I would,
did Sam actually call out?
we have all the infiltration and subversion of so-called religion and whatnot.
Because
But
here's
for
the
me,
thing. I think Sam talks about this guy, and by this guy I don't mean Ken O'Keefe. I mean this type all the time. Like the military guy. Like I used to be in the military, man. You know that guy who's like, oh God, I don't even think he has a name. I don't think he revealed his name, but he was on Sean Ryan, and he was like, I was killing, I don't even know how the what's that famous story where the guy got shot in the hill, you know?
Lone Survivor?
Yeah.
Marcus Luttrell?
Yeah. It was like, I don't even know how that happened, man. I just killed so many people and I'm like so good at it. Like, I don't know how these guys even got away with it.
They literally ran out of ammo essentially on the hill. They were like surrounded. They got called in. Anyway, we could do a Lone Survivor stream one day.
it was the greatest blessing ever. So I'm not bitter about it. I love the Marines. I really do. If we were ready to do an actual war to defend the homeland with real command and whatnot, I'd go back to boot camp today.
We should do one of those Andy Elliott courses.
Yeah.
You and me, let's go do that.
Let's do it, man. That would be fun.
Get one of these guys screaming in our faces. Get the hose.
That's gay.
One of the things that I would say is actually correct about Israel is that they do have mandatory service. Like everybody has to serve. You know, you have your refuseniks and whatnot who refuse, and God bless them. I think every young man in particular should be put through a boot camp type experience that really pushes you into very uncomfortable positions. Because one of the things as well that I love about the Marines, there's like a saying, it's like,
all that.
Your toe hurts or you got a fever. I never ever reported in sick. I was always on duty as required, did my job. But look at all these whiny little bitch beta males.
Is that true that there's furries in the military?
Yeah. They started
How's
coming
that
out.
even-
They started
how's that
coming out when I
happen?
was getting out.
They talk about like how you can't have certain haircuts, but they'll let you wear big old dog costumes.
When we were on the ship, when we were on the Navy ship, when we were on the Wasp, when we were on the Wasp, and there were like we had like one or two gay dudes out of like 300 Marines, but they weren't like gay. Like dude was like deadlifting like big boy weight. Like he was doing like 500 for reps.
He was
like,
a homosexual, but he wasn't a fag.
Yeah. We had a couple of those guys, but when we got on ship with the Navy, there was like 1,500 Marines and 1,500 Navy dudes. Dude, there were faggots everywhere. Like the Navy gets a bad rap for being gay. Dude, all of them. They were all gay. It's crazy. Like I can't overstate how gay the Navy is. Like I know they get a bad rap, like that's a stereotype, but it's worse than the stereotype. Seems like they are gay,
and that's one of the things.
The Coast Guard is too. The Coast Guard is extremely gay, but in the hierarchy of if you're going to join some type of military-esque thing, I think the Coast Guard wouldn't be too terrible.
And I've always wanted, because I never bought the whole like.
Somebody said,
how you turn gay when you're in
Johnny
prison.
said, Zeb sniffed those gays out. No, the gays sniffed me out. This is different. That is a problem. No, just go ahead.
Zeb was the only one without a white tee that was like balled up in the middle. You know what I mean?
Dude, it was.
Thought that was the official uniform.
Shit was rough. At least with that respect, I had a lot of free time on ship, and we had our own gym, us and the recon guys. So we had access to weights and everything.
Well,
and access to the chow hall for free that nobody else did. Dude, we were cruising on ship. A ship was a cruise for us, but it was a 9-month cruise. It was brutal, long time.
We got running around here whining about this or whining in the Marines. Quit your bitching, man. Get it done. What is this pussy ass crap? Is your pity party bigger? I'm Irish, mate. They tried to fucking genocide us for 800 years. So you black folk and whatnot, get over yourself.
Was that clip together, or was he actually saying that all in one strand?
Look at all these whiny little bitch beta males we got running around here whining about this or whining in the Marines. Quit your bitching, man. Get it done. What is this pussy ass crap? Is your pity party bigger? I'm Irish, mate. They tried to fucking genocide us for 800 years. So you black folk and whatnot, get over yourself. I don't want reparations. I want to give a bloody nose to the bastard who wants to try and use me as the white. I am, right? I'm a white. I embrace that shit.
Wayne half? Did he say Wayne half?
Now, guys,
He's a white.
Yeah, Wayne half.
I get what you're saying.
Aren't you excited that we get to use these products? And the company that was just talked about, They're pretty good people. Now, why is peace the end of the Jewish project?
Brought to you by MyPillow.
Brought to you by... Why is peace the end of the Jewish project? Brought to you by MyPillow.
Shall I answer?
Yeah, please.
The only winners in war are the bankers. Bankers love war. Maybe that explains why we're constantly at war. Because I tell you what, the guys who lose their legs, the guys who commit suicide, the guys who become drug addicts because the military just doses them with a bunch of...
Dude, all of this is like baseline bullshit. Like there's, like you would think there would be a little bit of wisdom behind the gray beard. Like even the insanity. Like I know some crazy old guys, but they say some wise things every once in a while. I just feel like this guy, it's just all platitudes. It's all prescribed, pre-written, pre-thought discussion points.
They're not winning. They die of starvation and diphtheria and cholera and all the things that come with war. Their limbs are blown off and their lives are destroyed. Their trauma is deep. Who wins? The bankers.
Why are we at war?
Number one, us dumbass goyim are fighting Jewish wars so we can be fighting each other. And as long as us dumbass goyim are sitting here fighting each other, then they're laughing. They're laughing like, look at those dumb goyim. Look at them. We got the blacks against the whites. We got the Muslims against the Christians. We got everybody fighting everybody. Meanwhile, they're laughing about it. Plus, in war, who makes money in war? Well, the defense contractors. Who owns that? Who's BlackRock and Vanguard? Oh, it's that fucking group again. Who wins when you build the weapons that are then sold that we pay for with our taxes? We then invade countries. We destroy lives. We create hatred. We foster terrorism. And then they make money on the front end, investing in the weapons in the war. Then they make money during the war, selling the defense contractors, getting all that. Then they make money in the reconstruction after the war. And who's financing all of that? The bankers. So of course they love war.
Do you say the Jews?
I mean, he's not wrong, but it's like,
but he is.
But it's like no shit. It's like,
well,
it's more than just
you caught
the bankers,
it right,
dude.
It's like the blacks and the whites, they're at each other's throats. That's what the Jews want. It's like, well, it would be that way anyway. Like it's this idea that without Jews, everything would be hunky dory and we'd all get along.
Mitchell said, Josh, look up Colonel Brian T. Conley. That sounds familiar. Do I need to do it right now?
It better not be gay.
Brian T.
I feel like it's gay.
The information is correct. It's correct in the way that when you say something true, it's true. It's like no shit the bankers fund the war. It's like it's almost a truism. It's like who else is gonna fund the fucking war? The bankers. Like there's no other choice. Now if you wanna get there on the JQ, then we can start specifying. But this is something I brought up the other day. It's like the people that I want to classify as Fed, most of the times they are the ones unwilling to actually name the Jews specifically as a monolith. They say the bankers, the Zionists, the Frankists.
Yeah, it's like, dude,
it's like just finish
the thought. Yeah. You know, like, and this is the thing is it's like everyone leaves too much up to interpretation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They leave too much up to interpretation, and it's like, even having watched this guy's whole thing, it's like, when you say it's the bankers, even that is kind of scapegoating. What? He sounds like a boomer trying hard to fit in.
He's a pick-me boomer. That's good. You know what a pick-me girl is?
yeah, I know what pick-me means.
It's a pick-me boomer. He wants to fit in with the younger generation, the JQers.
I think, okay, when he
to an extent, from a boomer position.
When he says things like beta males, I'm not like, it's not that he is a pick me.
Land.
I think he was JQ'd before JQ became popular.
I think he's lying about he was JQ'd.
Sam Hyde even has a word for this, but it's like the fake story man. They're just so desperate to sound interesting that they just spill out whatever they can, you know, like he's got all these empty platitudes that he clearly, like, whenever he gets invited on some sort of stream, it's just kind of the same thing over and over. And it is kind of funny because he's one of these guests. It's kind of like Jesse Lee Peterson, where it's like, I feel like Sam Hyde brought him on to just be himself. And we're for exactly this. It's like, we're kind of laughing at him.
Yeah.
And it's like, he doesn't know who Sam Hyde is, so I don't think he's in on the joke, which just kind of goes back. Did you see?
Oh, he doesn't know who Sam is?
I wouldn't be surprised. but I don't know. The point is he's
dude's
not
been talking
self-aware.
for 19 of the 20 minutes. I mean, I guess it is his interview, but it's like,
I love, and it is kind of funny because it's like you saw in the preamble where they were advertising, go watch the full episode on MDE. They were like, okay, now we're doing jokes. And Sam Hyde, he had some like funny original joke, and his was like, what's the difference between a Puerto Rican and a pothole? It's like, dude, I heard that exact, there's a million different variations of that exact same joke, and we've all heard them a billion times. Difference between a black and a dog.
Starline says, I don't care what anyone says about him being Max Visog. Talking about Jesse Ventura. Said this guy's more boring than and more sketchy than Jesse Ventura. Dude, Jesse Ventura was I think it was in Minneapolis the other day, like advocating essentially kill ICE and open the borders. Like Jesse Ventura's like going off the rails.
Whoa, that's not what I was expecting.
Yeah.
What the hell?
He's like going off the rails, dude. We
need to kill ICE.
Isn't he running for something right now?
Dude, have you seen him?
I think he's trying to. Yeah.
He looks like a dead body.
Yeah,
he looks
bad,
like
dude.
he died 2 months ago.
War, because it sort of causes the rest of the world to be in disarray. Is this what you're sort of saying?
That's certainly a big part of it, yeah.
And Jews like that, why?
I've said this for decades. The last thing, what we were told about the Jewish state of Israel was that they had no partner in peace. The Muslims are all a bunch of fanatical, Western hating, they hate us for our freedoms, terrorists. That's what Palestinian was synonymous with terrorists. So they have us believing that they were the ones that were reasonable, but they don't have a reasonable partner in peace. The fact is that peace is the end of the Jewish project. The absolute end. A just peace, no less, would end their Jewish supremacist ethno-state, literally. You're indebting the nation. You are pitting people against each other, so that fosters the whole goyim fighting each other when they should be uniting.
Indebting the nation is to pay for the war. Yeah. You need to borrow money. Is that what that means?
Wars are bloody expensive. Very expensive.
And you don't just pay cash for that. How do you pay for it? You borrow money?
Who prints the money also charges interest for us to get the money, which John F. Kennedy ended, and then, well, something happened to him. The business of war achieves many things. But with regard to Israel and why peace would be the end of their project, we also need to look at things like the tactics of the Middle East. And very famously, in more than one interview, the Project for a New American Century laid this out, the so-called neocons. They wanted to do everything they've done since this so-called war on terror. And they famously said that we need a, quote, new Pearl Harbor type event.
Who said that?
That was like Wolfowitz and all the other Jewish neocons, Wolfowitz being one of the top G's. Cheney would be your Shabbos Goy on that note, always a servant to them. Mm-hmm. But he was also behind that kind of agenda.
A servant with gold chains, a servant with golden boots,
and
a golden hat.
He just died. I did not cry an extra tear for Dick Cheney at all. If you look at the Middle East, what they said, there's something called Oded Yunan's strategy for Israel in the 1980s.
Setting the goyim against one another, why does that benefit Jews?
Because it ensures that we'll never unite. They say the 1%. They're not even 1%. They're 0.2%. If we did unite in any meaningful way, we could overpower them.
I don't believe they're actually 0.2%, but...
You think it's more or less?
More. Far more. Far more. It's a positioning tactic of we're always victims. It's interesting how Sam always treats his guests like they came uninvited. Y'all can't see chat or conversation. My dad was an abusive father. Nice. Sam said that. Me mom died in the aspect ratio. I can hold ideological opposition to two different groups at the same time. I'm assuming talking about Muslims and Jews. Yeah. Enemy is not automatically my friend. Aspect ratio is Asian friendly. Boomer Magic Soul, name more.
His reverse Gavin McInnes.
Dude, he is
That's
reverse
so
Gavin McInnes. I need a wider aspect ratio.
Irish guy. Loves.
Do what?
He's an Irish guy who loves Jews.
Oh, yeah. Irish guy who's Muslim and hates Jews. Guys, don't fight the barbarians because the Jews open the gate. Yeah.
Like that, boom, done. But we don't. We're fighting each other. One boogeyman after another, constantly propped up in front of us, So now we're sending the best of our own sons and daughters, especially the sons, off to fight wars.
It's like, do you not fight the boogeyman in front of you? Do you just die? Like, yeah. This guy's probably about to go off the rails. I think there's way more than they admit to. Well, there's way more, I think, because they have been essentially multiplying beyond just having kids, right? They do just have kids, but they've been marrying outside of their race for a while now, and it's exponential.
And they have money. So when they marry outside their race, you know, they're basically like, you know, which side is the new spouse going to take?
No, right.
At the end of it, we get high suicide rates, depression, all the poisons that are used in war. I'm a human guinea pig as well. The first Gulf War, George Bush Sr. Here's another little interesting tidbit. They say Adolf Hitler experimented on humans. That's what they say. Well, George Bush Sr. ordered us in a time of war to be injected with a raft of what is admittedly, provably, undeniably experimental drugs, supposedly to protect us. That is exactly what they accuse Adolf Hitler of. Involuntary human experiments. That is exactly what George Bush Sr. did to me, and also to my brother Marcus over here, who's also served as a Marine.
Did Hitler not do experiments on human beings?
The most controversial things you could say is his belief was that a form of
Is this a real thing of
genetics, like if you're born
giving soldiers performance enhancers like in battle? I mean, I know it's real, but
baseline, not like your typical infantry. I mean, we never did. I mean, if I went back now, I probably would. I don't know of like specific individuals, but I know that it was floating around some of the soft guys, some of the special forces, special operations guys. And so I did like operate with them. They were with us in sniper school. And I've said this before, like they're just machines. Like they just didn't stop. Like I was like peak physical shape, and they weren't running circles around me, but it was pretty close. And I mean, I was just amazed by how fast they recovered. And you know, I don't have any proof that they were, but it's like, okay, dude. I mean, I'm D1 AA college, coming, you know, playing football, coming out of college, going in the Marine Corps, in better shape going into sniper school than I was then. And it's like, how much improvement is there? You know what I mean?
If I were in charge when you were in the Marines, dude, I'd hook you up to like a Bane harness. You'd have like green liquid pumped into your muscles at all time, and you'd be ripping people heads in half at the mouth.
Yeah, but I mean,
doing.
Yeah, but I mean, to be honest, you'd be dumb not to. If you want my opinion.
Probably would.
As whatever we used to call.
It's actually, I would say it's healthier to do it, given the just the tear down of the body.
It's mongoloids or whatever.
So Hitler he euthanized mongoloids?
What he said was that we should sterilize them.
Do people with retardation do they fuck?
They do.
I've never heard of that in my life. Is that a thing?
I thought that there was laws against some of them.
What about all the Muslims in America and Europe?
Just for the record, like I'm not anti, or really, I'm not even really pro Hitler necessarily, but he objectively, or at least the Germans did objectively, like experiment on humans. That's where we get the vast majority of our medical textbooks from. But,
Pro or con?
Pro, sure.
Was it as bad? So admittedly, I
don't think it's as bad as they claim it is.
I'm not red pilled on the human experimentation aspect of it. Now, I definitely don't think they were like, let's put syphilis in the eyeball and see what happens. I think that was Japan anyway.
That's dumb.
But yeah, like I don't believe that. I don't believe skin lamps. But like testing stuff on prisoners of war.
Yeah.
Did it happen?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Starline said, I think they give soft testosterone, maybe GH, and probably speed. Provigil, who knows what else? Valium, sleep, definitely speed. Black Order guys love all the drugs. Coke speed. No, yeah. They're definitely biohacking. They're definitely the original, I guess, functional maxers, if you want to call them that.
Suck.
Call them out. If you're grooming young
Can we
girls,
call them out and also eject them from the country?
I believe in law. So if you have lawfully been born in this country, we cannot eject you according to the law based on your spiritual practice. That would be completely counter to the teachings and the obligations and duties under the Constitution and the Bill of Rights.
The alternative is being outbred.
Well, there you go.
So you
There's
gotta pick
Europa,
one.
the last battle, and that's all about the white genocide. Yes, us white folk are dying out, flat out. We're in deep shit, actually.
So
we
you don't
better
think
start making some babies quick.
So you don't think it would be unlawful to eject people based on their spiritual beliefs from our countries?
Is it Muslim power that's fucking us up?
Yeah.
Give me a break, man. How obvious?
Partially, yeah.
If we're to compare objectively abuse of Muslim power and influence in America to the Jewish power, it's silly, actually. It's even insulting. It is very clear which of the three monotheistic religions wields the power, and it ain't Muslim.
If you go to one of these neighborhoods where Muslims have planted their roots, they do have the power. In places in Texas where they're building mega mosques and Dearborn, Michigan, and these the Somalian enclaves, and like they have the power. That's what they do. They don't run the TV stations, but they have power in numbers where they are.
This is favorable to the Jews to get into the disproportionate threat that this group of people that you're talking about, because the vast majority of Muslims are not doing what you're talking about. The vast majority of them are going to the mosque. They're practicing their faith. They are praying to the same God as us. They believe Jesus is king and he's coming back. They love Mother Mary. That's the majority of Muslims right there.
Europe is completely ruined.
It is, but that's because of Jewish wars in Muslim fucking nations that creates refugees that then flood into our country, which, by the way, the Jews have been saying that. Barbara learned.
It's the Jews. It's the Jews, Josh. It's the Jews, dude. These people, this guy's a plant of some sort. Like this guy is not rational, and it's just a bad look across the board for anybody. What's Nick calling low IQ?
Yeah, low IQ anti-Semites, where it's like he woke up, but he doesn't.
Yeah, but we know this guy's low IQ.
He doesn't have the ability to process it, to understand it. Yeah.
Well, he's Muslim. We know he's low IQ. But also
he's Irish.
He's a typical boomer still. It's like the boomer's still stuck there. It's like, oh, we can't do anything because my Constitution doesn't allow us to do anything. It's like there's only one thing stopping us from doing that, and that is a improper interpretation of the 14th Amendment, essentially. I guess it's not improper, but it's like outdated at a minimum.
And so he still believes, he's like, well, the First Amendment protects them to be here. It's like, okay, well, what if we just don't have the First Amendment anymore? What's the problem?
Oh, Josh, you can amend the Constitution? That thing I swore an oath to, it can just change? Does my oath change too once the Constitution changes? Because I never swore an oath to the changed Constitution. But that's just
don't think too hard.
They have the power. That's what they do. They don't run the TV stations, but they have power in numbers where they are.
This is favorable to the Jews to get into the disproportionate threat that this group of people that you're talking about, because the vast majority of Muslims are not doing what you're talking about. The vast majority of them are going to the mosque. They're practicing their faith. They are praying to the same God as us. They believe Jesus is king and he's coming back. They love Mother Mary. That's the majority of.
Did he say that they worship the same God?
Yes.
They're praying to the same God as us.
They says, look, bro. Muslims straight up reject Jesus as God.
If Jesus is king and he's coming back, they love Mother Mary. That's the majority of Muslims right there.
Europe is completely ruined.
It is, but that's because of Jewish wars in Muslim fucking nations that creates refugees that then flood into our country, which, by the way, the Jews have been saying that. Barbara Lerner Specter, have you seen her? What she said? Europe will not survive unless it embraces the multicultural agenda. She said it flat out.
I think there's a resurgence of anti-Semitism because at this point in time, Europe has not yet learned how to be multicultural. And I think we're going to be part of the throes of that transformation, which must take place. Europe is not going to be the monolithic societies that they once were in the last century. Jews are going to be at the center of that. It's a huge transformation for Europe to make. They are now going into a multicultural mode, and Jews will be resented because of our leading role. But without that leading role and without that transformation, Europe will not survive.
They create the wars based on false flags to kill a bunch of Muslims, which they don't like. They then get all these military age guys who are not like sex starved and coming over to our countries like Sweden, looking at these hot Swedish blonde chicks, and now they're committing rape. This is a problem. But let us address the root of the problem. First off, if we had actual law and we weren't invading nations based on false pretext, there'd be no justification for all you Muslims coming here in the first place. But we have invaded their nations. We have committed war crimes, crimes against humanity, genocide, torture, you name it, we've been doing it. So who the fuck are we to sit and bitch about the Muslims who've come here when we fucking destroyed their countries? And who's behind that agenda? But we're going to focus on the Muslim? I'm not suggesting that you give a pass to people because they're Muslims. Hell no. If you're grooming children and you're caught in that shit, first off, let's beat the fucking shit out of you.
They're
that you're
grooming
doing that.
children and they're
Zeb, this guy sounds tough. I wouldn't want to mess with this guy.
You're caught in that
He's
shit?
got a
First
tattoo on his knuckles, Zeb. I bet it really hurts more.
Like what? I don't know. I'll get through a little bit more of this. Does it get even worser?
This is kind of the.
This is it.
The.
All right, let's get through it. Where are we at? Let's get through it.
They're grooming children and they're caught in that shit and nobody's beating the fuck out of them because the rule of law has been totally evaporated.
Once again, who's behind the pedophilia? Who controls the porn industry? Fucking rabbis and all. Who fucking mutilates a child's penis and then sucks the bloody penis of a child and gives the child herpes because he's a
So, did rape come into existence after Pornhub did?
Obviously, Josh. What are you talking about? Obviously, Muslims don't mutilate female private parts at birth. Obviously they don't do that. Obviously, Muslims aren't inbred across the board. Obviously, there's no moral degeneracy with Muslims, with the religion itself. Much less. I've been diving into that a little bit. I'm coming around to the idea that Jews did create Islam.
I think Satan did.
That's the same thing.
I agree.
But it's like the dude acts like Satan, or sorry, like Jews are demons whispering in everyone's ear to do the bad thing. It's like, no, people are morally degenerate, and when you have a morally degenerate religion stacked on top of that, it just makes it worse.
piece of shit synagogue of Satan disciple. This is a real problem.
You met Timothy, the bloody penis sucker?
Literally. What kind of people do this, man? Who the hell told you God wants you to mutilate the foreskin of a child and then suck its bloody penis and give it herpes? This is about as synagogue of Satan as you get. I'm not saying give a pass to the Muslims that are acting in an un-Islamic way, but let's be clear. Those that are doing these things, these Muslims that we're citing, those people.
And what do you mean in an un-Islamic way?
That's what I
would he oppose like Muslim invasion of the West in the 1300s?
He thinks the Muslims are all hippies. He thinks the Muslims are just like Arabs that believe in a different form of Christianity.
About a synagogue of Satan as you get. I'm not saying give a pass to the Muslims that are acting in an un-Islamic way, but let's be clear. Those that are doing these things, these Muslims that we're citing, those people are not Muslims. That is not Islamic. As a perfect example of that.
Gosh, you know those Muslims.
They're not true Muslims.
You know those Muslims that practice more accurately the Quran. You know, they're not real Muslim. I'm a Muslim. You see my hat? I'm a Muslim. You see my white beard, my tattoos? I'm a Muslim.
How about this guy?
Un-Islamic.
We'll get rid of all. We won't deport them based on their faith. We'll deport them based on their Arabness. There we go.
Mostly peaceful Muslims. Un-Islamic. Yeah.
By the way, Hamas, which I defended 100%, love and respect.
Pause real quick.
I know what I would do if some.
Whoever brought it up in chat that this guy's the opposite of Gavin McInnes, that is actually so. I would love to like get these two in a room together.
Get him and Gavin McInnes on a debate.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Nav debates Gavin McInnes and Ken O'Keefe. That would be good. That would be good. Dude.
Two mix fighting over which desert people is the best.
My nation and raping my people and torturing my people. Yahya Sinwar, the head of Hamas, the military wing who died. You remember seeing the video of him?
No.
That's a man for you. What would you do if someone was invading your country, raping, pillaging, stealing everything, lying about you, making you out like you're the terrorist. What would I do? I know what I would do. You couldn't pay me to be nonviolent. No fucking way. Sign me up, man. And what kind of man would sit there and turn a blind eye and roll over and be the coward? And how the fuck does that give your people any pride that you would do that? Fight, no matter what the odds. How many times did we hear 40 beheaded?
Dude, this guy's such a badass, man. I wish I'd be like him when I get older.
Babies and rape. Didn't we not hear that over and over and over and over?
Well, they showed that Burger King AI picture.
Brisket.
Do you remember that?
The Burger King AI?
Brisket.
When that stuff happened, they came out with this picture that was, they said it was a dead baby that Hamas killed.
Right.
And it looked like fucking brisket.
Yeah.
It was also obviously AI generated.
Yeah.
It was a pretty awesome moment of Twitter history.
But here's the point I want to make with regard to Muslims and Hamas. First off, why do people say the Hamas? Hamas means Islamic resistance. That's what it means. By the way, it is not just exclusively Muslim resistance. There are Christian and agnostic resistance factions within Palestine, including the PFLP and the DFLP and other such things. Largely in the West Bank, it's very secular, actually. But nonetheless, getting back to the Muslims, they were accused, Hamas, of raping and beheading babies. Even Joe Biden, remember when he said, I never thought I'd see children being beheaded. Remember him saying that? That was the president of the United States who said he saw a video of that. And they even invited Candace Owens, remember? Like, will you come over? Come on over. And then people who have taken him up on that, who've seen the videos, have said on record, like, they didn't show us shit. You didn't show us a damn thing establishing any kind of credibility to any of these accusations. And famously, there were some really hot, we're talking like hot Israeli chicks that were taken as POWs back to Gaza and in the custody of Hamas. And you know what happened when they got released? Not only were they not beaten and clearly tortured, they were protected to the point where even one of those Israeli POW chicks, like really gorgeous, like a very attractive.
I don't want to hear that.
She is.
Dude's basically saying, yeah, if I was Hamas, I'd have raped her. That's what he's saying right here.
And anyway, what she said was when they were getting bombed by the Hannibal Directive, right? So this is the Jewish state.
Is this something we can look up? Is this something we can see on the computer?
You absolutely can. You absolutely can. If you Google Israeli hostage or POW, when she got out, she literally said, not only did they not rape, they actually gave coverings to these women because the Israeli women, they're showing their cleavage. They are the honey traps. They do this game. But in Islam, it's not proper. Like, I've been to Iran.
Who's Kash Patel's girl?
What's her name again?
Chingwa.
Oh, that's crazy.
She's confirmed and is
Chingwa. Alexis Wolf.
The agent.
100%, yeah.
And I have confirmation of that.
Unit, what is it?
Unit Shlabab that she's from. Also, she's not hot, okay? She just has fucking splitter face, whatever you call that. People got to switch their standard for what they call hot. That fucking like thing.
The vampire from VHS, remember that?
No, but this stupid, you see that stupid looking thing is hot.
What about Laura Loomer? Boy, there's a winner.
I don't really want to
She looks like a horror movie character.
All right?
We have a law on the show to not, it was a fax.
An anti-Laura Loomer law.
Yeah.
I don't want her crawling around in the parking lot out there trying to jump on my cock and ride it like a fucking bug. What?
Just to finish the point.
Yeah.
If you believe that you have a judge and that judge's name is God or Allah.
I don't believe the judge's name is Allah.
Creator, Father, whatever
I'll
works for you.
with God.
If you understand the concept and accept the concept that you will be judged perfectly, the whole world may think you're the greatest thing since sliced bread, but God will know everything you've done. He'll know not only what you've done, he knows your intentions, he knows your subconscious, he knows everything. And what I love about God more than anything else is that I do have free will, and I love that. To me, that's synonymous with being a parent. Every parent, most parents anyway, they have a vision of what they want their kids to be. We want the best for our kids, and we think...
I did think he looked a little dark to be Irish. Mitchell said, I just looked up Ken's Wikipedia, and he apparently is of Irish and Palestinian descent. Everybody's blood and soil for their own people.
There we go.
There's your answer. It's like no matter what, you can never escape your genetics, dude. Even the Muslim religion will track him down to America.
We want you to go this way or that way. And classically, like one of your children might get with a guy or a girl, and you just know this person is toxic, narcissistic, like destructive force. But you have to accept the fact that that's up to your child now, and they're going to have to make that mistake themselves, and you have to let it happen. But the point is that if you understand that there is a judge and that you will be judged, and there is a spiritual destination, and that destination is eternal, then you would start to put these things above all else, not materialism. Which, are you going to take your Rolls Royce and your Bentley and your diamonds to the next realm? No, you're not.
Is that not possible?
I'll bet they're trying to figure out a way, but so far I'm not seeing any evidence to support that. Hamas, the terrorist accused of rape, did not only not rape, they protected these women and gave them clothing and coverage because it's not appropriate to be sitting there ogling over a chick.
You're worried about rape? Yeah. I was worried to get raped.
Oh,
of course.
That old lady's getting chills.
Fortunately enough,
Is this the hot one that he was talking about?
Yeah, that's the attractive.
Is this the attractive one he was talking about? Oh boy.
Probably covered her up to
oh boy,
get through their work day. She's probably like, "Oh my god, it's dark. How long is this gonna take?"
Oh boy. Chat, while we're at a stopping point, memberships are open. Please support Nav. We will be streaming the State of the Union live tonight. Me, Josh, Atlas, and more than likely John will all be on the panel together. Probably clowning Donald Trump for however long he wants to talk. I'm expecting
He said it's going to be long.
Huh?
He said it's going to be long.
Did he?
Yeah. That's going to be like 2 hours.
Okay. Well, we'll be doing that tonight. State of the Union. Again, memberships are open. Go ahead, support Nav. And we appreciate our financial backer, Mitchell Black, absolutely carrying tonight. Also, Lord of the Ree. Thank you, sir. Back to your regular scheduled things.
She was given a hijab that covered most of her body.
There you go.
Just in the mind of an old lady where it's like the word rape is like, ooh. I'm sorry, that's too far. Nobody agreed with me. My bad. Okay, so they did not rape the good-looking...
You know who does rape women?
Jewish...
The Jews. Do you know where they get to go when they rape our children? Back to the Jewish state. Do you know how many fucking pedophiles are hanging out in Israel with no extradition treaties?
A lot.
And we're going to sit here and talk about Muslims?
5.
How many fucking Muslims are in the executive branch and like all of the moneyed industries, BlackRock, Vanguard, all of it? And we're sitting here talking about Muslims and giving way too much to the Jew argument. Again, I'm not suggesting that the Muslims who are coming here and trying to create their own little Bantu-stans of Islamic, Sharia law and all this kind of crap. I'm not saying that we turn a blind eye, and no, we should create laws that make this clear. If you don't wish to integrate into our Christian nation, you can practice your religion, but if you're trying to push that to the point that you're trying to turn us into Islamic, fuck you. There's ways to deal with that, but that is not the threat when you compare it to the Jews.
That viewpoint that you're saying is not a thing that could ever happen.
I agree.
Okay.
Jewish power can happen. It's right here, right now.
Okay.
And they hate our Savior. They think Mother Mary is a whore, and they believe that we're their slaves. And they have the right to rape us, as we've seen. Literally. They are on videotape raping Muslims, killing them by sticking hot metal rods into them, up into their upper intestines, into their chest cavity.
Where'd that happen?
Literally, this has happened, verifiably. There is no Muslim saying that they...
Verifiably it's happened. Smelly Balls says, Josh, read that.
If your name isn't green, you're a field ligger.
So true. So true. What are y'all doing? What are you doing, chat? I just put the link to join the members right there. Right there.
You're doing members right after this?
Sheesh,
no, dude.
We will be doing. I'm not doing members after this. Not today. We'll do State of the Union. We'll start doing more members content on Nav. I guess we'll pick up the transition stuff too.
Sounds good.
We're gonna finish this up and start prepping for a State of the Union. Does it get any better or any worse?
I think this is about as far as I got, to be honest.
The right to rape us.
Wrap it up.
I'm open.
But you made it pretty far, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I was listening to it in a car ride.
Everything you're saying, but what you just said, there's no Muslim saying they have the right to rape us.
They're not citing Islam or... Okay. Any Muslim who says or thinks that they have a right to rape us is not basing that on Islam at all.
Sure, but that doesn't matter. That's like a semantic distinction.
It's not semantic because the Jews have within their Talmud the right to rape us. 100%. Indisputably. Undeniably. You find me one thing in the Quran that would in any way justify anything like that. What you'll find if you study it truly is that it's the opposite of that.
Yeah, I just don't care about what a book says.
All infidels must die. I mean, okay, maybe they don't rape you, but I could probably find the rape line in there somewhere.
Point is that there are Muslims doing rapes.
Okay, if you don't care about a book, it doesn't change the fact that within their book or their spiritual practice, just like Christianity, there is no condition at which you have the right to rape somebody else. And certainly not because you're chosen.
I'm not saying that the Talmud is good or that Jews are good. I'm just saying...
I hope not.
That they're okay. They're pretty good. They're pretty cool guys. No, I'm just saying that if your holy book says that you have to be a stockbroker and whistle through a kazoo and eat Skittles, and then if you're an adherent of that religion, even if you're not a good adherent, if you go around raping people, it just means that this is like a group of people that are bad, and it doesn't matter what their holy text is or what their whatever.
Well, doesn't it?
No.
Why? If Christianity taught me that I have the right to rape because I'm a chosen one, I would have rejected it.
We're just talking about groups of people, like demographic, racial groups of people. It's not even about the religion. It's just brown people.
It makes a difference that the Talmud lays out, the Talmudic Noahide laws that literally say we are all unchosen goyim slaves that have the right to rape us. Keep in mind, I've lived in the West Bank and Gaza. I have met the people who resist, and every single one of them has been tortured and raped.
Every single one.
I have lived in the West Bank and Gaza.
Chosen goyim slaves that have the right to rape us. Keep in mind, I've lived in the West Bank and Gaza. I have met the people who resist, and every single one of them has been.
Does he claim to be Christian? I don't think he claims to be Christian.
I don't think he says it. He
implies they worship the same God.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. He's like God or Allah, like they're kind of interchangeable.
Yeah.
Tortured and raped when they're in prison. This is normal.
Is this the thing where they put the shields up to block the cameras?
The story to this is that there is an Israeli politician in the intelligence agencies that actually leaked this footage, okay? Otherwise, we wouldn't have it.
The footage of the shields going up to protect the abusers, okay.
Yes. So what happened was, this is revealing too much about this actual spiritual practice of these people that Jesus rightly referred to as those who say they are Jews, but they are not. They are the synagogue of Satan. Satan, if we understand Satan to be an actual entity, what does Satan want to do? He wants to defile and destroy everything sacred and pure and innocent that God created. Let's just focus on Jewish power, its extent, the damage, its control over our government, its indebting of us financially, its never-ending, ceaseless lust.
Slipped right by me. He's definitely a Muslim apologist. Like pretty hard.
Lustful desire for war. It's 9/11, the USS Liberty, the Lavon affair.
What's the Lavon affair?
The Lavon affair was a plot to carry out.
You know Sam Hyde knows what the Lavon affair is. He has to.
Flags in the Islamic world to then frame them so that it would be able to foster what I referred to earlier, the Greater Israel Project, which is also articulated in Oded Yanan's strategy for Israel. They lay all this out in writing, and they're playing it out observably, indisputably, in real time. And the genocide, by the way, is no different in 2023 to that which was declared in 1933. What happened in 1933? Judea declares war on Germany. 14 million Jews of the world unite, calling for the destruction of Germany. I have a book called Germany Must Perish by Kaufman, who created that word Nazi. And in that book, it is the same as what they have done in 2023. They have said, kill every last man, woman, and child, the livestock, everything. Completely exterminate them.
In 1933?
Judea declares war on Germany.
Judea declares war on Germany?
14 million Jews of the world unite, calling for this. By the way, there were about 16 million Jews at that time, so they had uniform agreement, just like they do in Israel. Do you know how many of the people in Israel support open genocide and even nuking Gaza? About 98%. Is it 98% Muslims that think that America should be exterminated? No. That was the second largest circulation newspaper in the world. That is the Jews openly declaring their genocidal intent against Germany. By that logic alone, Adolf would have had a legitimate right and actually a duty to arrest all of them and deport them and get the fuck rid of them.
Rex was proposing Josh do a wake up stream, coffee time with Josh. Josh drinks coffee or something like that before your shift at the station.
Dang.
Would you do something like that? Like just on your phone, like go live and drink with Josh? Drink coffee drinks with Josh or something.
If it were like something I could do on my way to work, like like a 10-minute thing?
Yeah. Maybe not 10 minutes. You could probably do it longer than that. Maybe you should just live stream in the middle of Ken on the radio.
Yo, that'd be.
Oh man,
I pretty much watch other things during the show anyway.
But no, you wouldn't have any competition at 2 to 3 a.m. in the morning. You could do it, dude.
That might,
I don't know what your.
There might be something there.
I don't know what your
If you're talking about doing like what he's probably insinuating is doing like a live stream from 2 to 4 or 5.
Well,
you
it's
know?
just like a chill stream. You could probably do it on your phone or whatever. Vertical live stream or something with Josh. I want to finish this up. I mean, the guy probably just keeps going on the same garbage that he's been going on. Filthy angry Irish peasant said, Ken O'Keefe has a sword scamming past.
Filthy Angrish.
Angrish peasant. Yeah.
Ken O'Keefe has a sordid past, scamming past, piece of crap past.
Do Christians believe that Jews and the Christians worship the same God? Probably depends on who you ask, to be honest with you.
What do you say?
I mean, the answer is obviously no.
Right.
I mean, just from a logical perspective. Josh sleeping live stream. 24-hour Josh sleeping live stream. IRL stream with Josh, 24 hours. Just vlog your entire day. Let's go to the pool here. I do want to talk real quick. We got a few more minutes. Yeah, obviously this guy was Ken O'Keefe. What a clown. A clown. A Fed clown. A Fed plant clown. PSYOP. We deserve better PSYOPs. He is garbage. Any other takes on him?
He's got the outfit. He's just missing the makeup.
That's good. I think Sam Hyde let him go too much, man. I think he just let him run loose. Should have reeled him back in.
I was kind of curious when we talked about playing this today, because I thought maybe you knew who this guy was, because I had no idea. I'm wondering why Sam brought him on. Like I theorized earlier that it's just kind of let him go. But I think sometimes he gets people on that maybe he likes, like Jesse Lee Peterson, but they don't really know what it is.
Yeah, so when I was doing Touch Grass, and you may be able to like go back and look at some of them, like some people just can't really hold a conversation. Like you can talk to them normal, and then you go to turn on the camera and have a conversation. It's like everything's just gone out of the window. It's like nothing exists anymore. But you had mentioned the radio station. You mentioned your Ken earlier today, talking about how he's kind of taken a shift with respect to, I guess it's in response to the Tucker and Huckabee podcast.
The Tuckabee thing, yeah, basically some boomers are waking up. I put it in heavy quotation marks because, like, this guy Ken O'Keefe, that's what a JQ'd boomer looks like. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's still
it is, dude. He's still such a boomer.
You can take the boomer out of Israel, but you can't take all the liberal shenanigans out of the boomer. They did I say it at the beginning of the stream or off stream? But anyway, like it's boomers need to worship some sort of brown person. That's just programmed into them. So granted, this guy is Palestinian allegedly, so that makes a little bit of sense. but anyway, the point with my Ken is he's waking up a little bit on Israel, but they can never ever bring themselves to it has to do with Jewish people. They at best they can pin it on Netanyahu, but that's it. That's as far as they can go.
Jews.
Yes. It is Larry David. It is Seth Green. It is
Jonathan Pollard. It is Bill Maher. It is all of them. They're all it's like they all say the same thing. It's not all Jews, but then it's all Jews saying it's not all Jews while being the perpetrator of whatever the thing is. And so it's like, okay, I'll give you one, I'll give you two, I'll give you a couple, I'll give you 100, I'll give you a couple thousand. But at some point it's like, Josh, where do you draw the line of not being a monolith anymore?
The boomers,
can you grant me
can't
95%
with a broad brush.
For you,
for you,
I got the boomers came at me because I posted a video the other day talking about boomers can't conceptualize generalizations. They can't speak in generalities.
And what did they have to say? Don't talk about all boomers like that. Not me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. But oh yeah, Erica Kirk's going to be there apparently. Tristan says over under on napkin eye pokes from Erica Kirk tonight. I'll go over 5. He's obviously going to use Charlie Kirk's assassination as a cut me some slack. I'm sucking it up. Copium. But yeah. All right, Josh. What else we got?
Could want this.
Well, yeah. Shabbat Shalom.
Oh.
Real APAC in the house. Welcome to the stream. You're late. Sorry. Enjoy Desert Storm 3. Oh, Iran? Yeah, it's coming, dude. It's coming. That and Cuba. Per Ted Cruz and
Marco Rubio.
Yeah, and Marco Rubio. Everybody. It's everybody.
Yep.
Average boomer's 5'9". No, I'm 6 foot, dude.
Are you a boomer?
No
boomer
wiki page on him, which is strange. Somebody said he had a wiki.
Find out right now.
Non-purified drinking water. What's up, dude? What are we talking about? He's most famous from that Underground J doc, Europa. It's good, but his muzzy love is next level. Yeah, dude. He's definitely likes to suck off the Muslims. What are you doing? Looking up his wiki.
He looks. Is that the same guy?
Apparently.
Irish activists.
Kenneth O'Keefe. Well, O'Keefe is definitely.
It says he's
Irish.
56 years old. Military background. O'Keefe served as a Marine in the first Gulf War.
What was his MOS? And here, let me answer that. That'll tell me a lot about him.
His military background is like a sentence long, and it just says he's a Marine in the Gulf War. Pretty much what he said here. Marine conversation.
Based on available records, Ken's served as a combat veteran while his specific MOS is not widely publicized biographical. Does it? Okay, dude. Do we not get his MOS? Was he at least an infantry marine? If I can't find that he was 03 or infantry, then throw everything out of the window. Oh man. And the fact that I can't find it is very telling. Usually that's like straight out of the gate.
See, I won't go full blown Fed. I just think he's retarded.
What's it do?
He's like a boomer hippie, because like there's stuff in here how he was like an anti-whaler, like he was on those like protest boats where they would follow whaling ships out there. You know, he's just one of these like fruits.
Dude, why can't I find his Oh man.
O'Keefe attempted formal renunciation of his U.S. citizenship in 2001.
This dude's a nutcase. Kenneth O'Keefe is a nutcase, chat. Final nutcase. Nutcase.
Goofball, knucklehead, McSpazatron.
All right, Josh, you got anything for chat?
Nah, man, I'm happy to be back. Hopefully, Tuesdays outside the Overton will be right. Basically, until I get my other thing up and running and self-sustaining.
Yeah.
Overton and Groyper Report are kind of the only things going on right now, unless me and Tom Foe can get a gaming stream up.
Nice. That'll be good. You gonna come here to game, or you got You can do that at the house.
Probably
run through
here.
him,
I
like
don't
him
know.
host or
I don't know.
something.
Yeah, he can.
I want
yeah,
to do a gaming
I have
stream. Should I do a gaming stream? Chat, I'm goated. I'm goated on the Fortnite.
I'm terrible. I'm bad at shooters.
Goated on the
bad
Fortnite.
coordination.
Goated. I'm season 3 goated. I'm not. I don't play anymore. I want to. Can I stream it? Anyway, chat. All right.
Missed you, smelly balls.
State of the Union night. We are going to start stream up 8:45. I guess Josh and Atlas will be here. Me and John might roll in closer to 9. But we are doing that. We're going to be rolling. We're going to be laughing. We're going to be clowning all over Donald Trump's face. We're going to paint Donald Trump. Oh, man. But no, I do appreciate everybody that has bought memberships to support NAV. I see a lot more people back on that train. We have the monetization back up. So, all that money going towards there is going to go towards something relevant. It's not really going to go back in our pocket. It's going to go to something to kind of boots on the ground or whatever we kind of agree to. And I appreciate everybody for sticking around for this one, especially everybody that came from my stream over here. Tonight's stream, tomorrow's stream, I'll be as always noon on my channel. And then also we have the Fed Circuit. I need to get with Atlas about Fed Circuit tomorrow. We're doing Fed Circuit on Wednesdays, I believe. We're going to see how that goes. So much to do, chat. So much to do. But I think that's all for today. Josh, you want to close them out?
This is a dead body.
Oh, Bobby's back. Bobby's back.
Appreciate you having me back, Zeb. Glad to be back on the team. I am Joshua Vandernoord, and this has been Outside the Overton. This is ZebBoykin.
I'll just leave it on Josh for a little bit. Oh, here I am. Hi, chat. Boom, bang, pow.
When you hear
these leaders are very sick.
Good evening, everyone. I'm This tragedy strikes the LAPD. The coronavirus has taken the life of an officer. He had been fighting for his life since May. There was live outside St. John's Hospital in Santa Monica, where the officer lost his life.
From this day forward, a new vision will govern our land. From this day forward, it's going to be America first. America first. And only America first. And I say, really, you know what I am? I'm a nationalist, okay? I'm a nationalist.